man?
How you doing, bro?
Good, good.
Did you get your lift in? Your early lift?
Oh yeah, always.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, hey, let's get into this.
Oh yeah.
Whenever you're ready. Whenever you're ready.
Okay, we're all good.
Where's the big fella at?
Which? Oh, the dude I work out with.
Yeah.
Mine. Oh yeah, we haven't been getting down lately, just because of COVID and different things. It's been rough. So
Right. You've been kind of solo with it.
yeah, just doing my own thing for the moment. But I'm gonna get back up with them soon here, really soon.
Right. With the COVID deal going on, the gyms are open up in Sac right now, right?
Some of them are, some of them aren't. It just kind of depends on the owner and what they're doing. So
Right.
some people are listening to it, but some people are just saying whatever and letting them stay open. So
Right. That's how it is here in Fresno. It's like limited. We only got one gym open, but you got GB3 that's they're trying to open up, but they're gonna be getting hit with fines and stuff. But you got your own spot at your crib, huh?
well, it's at his place. His name's Amon.
Oh, okay, Mom. Okay.
It's at his place. So I got a gym I go to that's out here though. My family's actually from Fresno. I'm out there all the time.
For real?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
When are you gonna cruise down again? You think
Oh man, I'll probably be down there before February.
before February?
Yeah,
We'll for sure have to link up. Let's link up then.
Oh yeah, for sure. I got a bunch of family out there.
Yeah. Are you from Fresno or not?
No, I'm from Sac, but my mom
from
spent the majority of her childhood in Fresno, so she's from. So.
Right. Well, let's get into it. Tell your fans, your viewers, a little bit more about you that they don't know, your background, how you're raised, all that good stuff. Whatever you're open up to.
My background, I started lifting weights in high school. It started by started playing football, so I figured I should get in shape for that. But then I realized that I kind of like the training for football more than playing football, so kind of let football go, and I was just lifting in the gym. I wasn't competing or powerlifting or anything like that. I was just kind of lifting to get my stress out. And I did that for years, and I got really strong. I didn't quite understand how strong I had gotten until I did this competition one day. It just happened to be an outside competition at the gym I went to, 24-hour fitness time. And I didn't win it. I think I finished second, but the dude who was DJing it came up to me and told me I should compete. So I started competing in powerlifting competitions after that.
Oh, do you consider yourself a powerlifter?
I mean, I compete in powerlifting, but no, I consider myself an athlete.
There you go.
That's pretty much what it is. So I don't put myself in a box, definitely.
Right. Now you're national champ.
Yeah.
I don't know if a lot of people know you're a national champ. You want to go deeper into that?
Well, I started competing for USPA, the Lifting Federation, the beginning of this year. And my first competition back in February, I qualified for nationals down in Vista, California this past November.
Congrats.
So then, thank you. So then I went out there and competed and got first place in the bench press in the 242 and under class. And I think I got 457 on that lift.
Wow.
And that made me a national champ. So now I'm just kind of trying to move on to the next steps and next things after that.
Right. Now, are you collabing with anyone else that are like, power lifters or, weight athletes that are kind of like, famous or, because there's this dude, I don't know if you know Big Boy out in Orange County.
Big Boy, Mexican dude,
yeah.
He's
a heavy power lifter.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know all of them. I do. You know who CT Fletcher is?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I've gone to his and did his. I competed in his Iron Wars, so I've met a lot of those guys. Definitely.
Right.
That's kind of.
What were you saying?
That's kind of the next step with me. We were looking to. We actually had something going with CT Fletcher, the heavy hitter, so it was supposed to come up, but because of COVID, that's been pushed back a little bit.
Right. Now, is heavy hitters your own little deal or what?
Well, it's founded by a guy on the East Coast, and so we actually met him in Iron Wars, and then so he asked us to kind of just link up, and it's more of just a brotherhood, just a positive environment. We can all just work together and work off of each other, And so then he asked us to start up the West Coast heavy hitters, and so we kind of roll with that.
There you go. Yeah, because I was watching your videos. I'm a huge fan. I've been watching videos from the start, kind of from the start. In that gear, you got some nice gear. You know, with the West Coast heavy hitters in the back and all that. That's good stuff. Talk to us about your journey of weightlifting and what got you into that. You said you started lifting because you're dealing with stress and that kind of coped with it, and being an athlete also helped. And then what took it, you know?
Well, being an athlete is what kind of just it triggered my interest in it. But then once I started, it became a passion of mine. Like for some reason, picking heavy stuff up and putting it down, that really does it for me. And so I started doing it, and I started off. I was actually the weakest in the on the football team, the weakest guy by far. And next thing I know, within a year, I'm the strongest. But I kind of got there not trying to become stronger than anybody else. I was just trying to get better. And then once I became better, I wanted to get better. And then I just was repeating that sequence. And next thing I know, I'm really strong. And then after I got to high school, I continued that same process, just working on myself day in and day out, just trying to become better. And next thing I know, I'm climbing the ranks. And that kind of led to being a national champion.
All right. Congrats, bro. Did you originally like start out just making videos on your own, or do you saw TikTok and was like, well, I can use this platform for myself and others to see progress? And
well, it was actually my buddies who has been trying to get me to do the videos forever. For like most of my stuff, I have no footage of. I would just lift, but he told me that I should put it out there. So I started doing it, and the feedback. I actually don't like posting the videos, but the feedback is what I like because you can reach out and help other people. There's a lot of people with questions out there, so that interaction is why I do that part. I really don't like posting, the stuff on there.
Right. We don't. Yeah, I feel that. Because I bet you have a lot of people that are trying to get into the weightlifting and learn the basics and techniques of lifting, because you just can't hop up to a bench and put up, a large amount of weight, without having any background.
Yeah, it's definitely a process, and I mean a lot of people start it, but not many people continue, and they're not consistent in it. Right. And that's the one of the most important things that I learned. I was lucky to learn it from the beginning, is not to compare yourself to anybody else. Right. Like there's a process of becoming very good to great at anything, but that process is the same whether it's what you're doing or what I'm doing. That grind is the same. So people have to figure out their grind and kind of just throw themselves into it and just make it a me versus me thing.
Right. Sort of look in the mirror and compete against yourself.
Exactly.
So right now, I saw one of your recent videos, and you're down 20 pounds.
Yeah.
Are you trying to lean out? What's your process like right now?
Yeah, I don't want to be this big, huge, over muscular power lifter. I want to be fit and healthy. So now I'm closing in on 220 pounds. That's where I want to compete, is in the 220 and under. That's more so my natural size.
Right.
And so, and that's, I think health should be put first always. Right. You kind of get caught up in the grind of working out and weightlifting and powerlifting, and you're getting stronger, and not too many powerlifters really concentrate on health. So as I progress and get stronger and stronger, place myself higher, I realized, okay, I'm going to become a role model of sorts. So I want to turn myself into what I want to push out there for other people to kind of follow. So that's the goal right now. I just preparing myself for that.
Right. Do you have any like tips and tricks for those that are trying to increase their bench or squat or any type of workout?
Yeah. First thing is like the mindset of it is the most important part, I think, because you'll start lifting, right? And let's say you get stronger. Let's say you get to 225 bench press. And a lot of people, like, they'll plateau out at a certain point, and they don't understand why. It's because your mindset to get to 225 is not going to get you to 315. Right. So you have to continue to mentally grow. And bodybuilding, powerlifting, all these things, they seem like a very physical outward thing, but it's really the mindset and the mentality of it why people excel in it. You're not going to see a weak-minded powerlifter or a weak-minded bodybuilder because they've been through that process. It's kind of transformed their mind and made them mentally stronger. So just being able to adapt, that gets you stronger. I've been working this hard now, but you kind of got to play chess with yourself. But I know I'm going to have to work 25 harder to get to that next level. So just continuing to evolve. And then programs, as far as the physical part, like a lot of people do, I don't know if you know what a 3x3 is. Or sorry, 3x5. So we do 3 reps of a heavy weight.
Oh, yeah. The sets and all that, yeah.
And then I do we call it a 10 to 2. It's where I start to what I can do about 10 reps, then do 8 reps, 6 reps, 4 reps, and then 2 reps. And I work down to a heavy 2 reps. And that works really good for me. But everybody's different, so what works for me isn't going to work for everybody. So they gotta do some research and trial and error. I've tried so many things, and now I have a group of things that I know works for me because I've tried so many things and I got rid of what didn't work and I kept what did work. So now I have a really good formula that works for myself. But what works for me isn't going to work for everybody. Some of the things will, but some of the things won't. So you just got to kind of be self-taught. Teach yourself, just invest your time into some research. Google is, it tells you everything. We all have geniuses in our pocket. So just utilizing the tools that you have, that's where you start. And then everything else will kind of come to you after that.
Right. What are your views on proteins, basically all types of supplements?
I mean, I'm not for or against them, really. I think that they can be beneficial. They make it easier. I have used it, but I'm a fan of food and just eating. But supplements, I mean, they help. Especially everybody's not disciplined enough to do it through food. So supplements can definitely help. So I'm just kind of neither here nor there about those. They definitely can be beneficial though.
Right. So do you just eat a ton of carbs, or like, are you dieting? Because I mentioned you lost 20 pounds. So are you on a steady diet?
My diet's about 80% clean, 20% I eat what I want. And actually, to lose the weight, all I did was I stopped eating after 8 o'clock. I had a friend, she gave me some advice, like just stop eating after 8. So I stopped eating, and then I saw the weight just straighten off. And I don't do cardio. I probably should, but I do no cardio. I just lift weights. I do my programs, and I get my protein in every day, and I stop eating at 8. That works really well for me. I've seen that work really well for a lot of people, actually.
Right. So for just saying beginners gonna watch this in the future, and they're like, well, I want to start out. What advice can you give them? Even though it may not work for them, but giving them pointers.
Well, the advice I would give to them is be patient and to just start. Like, they could follow my advice of doing a 3 to 5 or the 10 to 2, and that may or may not work. But you have to start somewhere because you got to make mistakes. You're gonna make mistakes. So just start. Really, start with what you can do. That's all you can really do anyway. So if you're like me, I started off benching 95 pounds. That was my max. I was 150 pounds benching 95 pounds, and I didn't really know anything. I saw somebody else doing the movement, and I copied them, and then everything else just kind of comes to you. I can't really explain that part, but it's like the universe or God or whatever people believe in, that kind of throws the rest at you. You just got to stay consistent and put the work in.
Right. What's your goal? What's your goal for your bench and your squat? Because you're just now getting into squat, correct?
Yeah, I was a bencher forever. I didn't do deadlifts, I didn't do squats, but now I've embraced taking on that new challenge of becoming an elite squatter and deadlifter. So really, I just want a 2,200 pound total at 220 pounds.
Wow, that's amazing.
And that'll put me up there. I'll be one of the strongest people to walk on this planet at that point. So
Yeah,
that's my for sure.
there you go. Heck yeah.
I'll hit it.
Um,
Yeah.
what inspires you to what's inspiring you right now to get there?
You know what, man? That's a hard question for me. I just been on this strong wave for so long now that it's just really the love of what I do. I really enjoy doing it, you know, and I understand that I've had so many ups and downs and low points in my life that this has been the thing that's pulled me up every single time.
Right.
You know, so it's just that passion and love for doing this. You know, that's not going to drive most people though. You know, most people are trying to get fit or gain strength, or that's not really what I enjoy about it. It's the mental part of it. You know, you can push your mind and push your limits in the gym. So you're able to work on your body, but at the same time you're able to work on your mind, and that process I just really enjoy, and that drives me, that growth. So yeah, I say growth. Growth is what drives me.
What's I know what's your views on calisthenics?
I do them. I don't post many videos of them, but I do them. I think balance is very important. So you want to be strength just doesn't come like there's a formula for strength. You know, you need explosion, force, speed, everything. And calisthenics it conditions your body to be able to handle those heavy loads. Like I'm actually not my frame isn't built for powerlifting. I'm a big guy, but I'm not, a power lifter, this huge dude. So I use like calisthenics, stretching, and bodybuilding workouts plus powerlifting workouts just to make sure my body can handle the load of that heavy weight without getting injured.
Right. Now when you're not lifting and stuff, because I know that's your passion, that's what you love. What do you do on the meantime?
I got two sons, so I hang out with them a lot. And besides that, man, honestly, I lift.
Right.
Like that's what I do. So on my free time, I'm watching lifting videos, man. I'm a maniac when it comes to that. So I mean, besides that, I like to travel. Get out and go places, take my kids places, do different things. Visit friends. I'm very introverted, and keep to myself. So
Right.
if I got the gym, man, I'm happy.
Right. That's your happy place. Have you ever thought about, like, because you're so you seem self-motivated about what you're doing right now, and it makes you happy, obviously. Would you ever think about making your own classes, or like even opening up your own gym, or pursuing that, or something in that field?
Definitely, I that's something that's definitely in my future. Like I said, I'm just kind of working hard right now and taking things as they come and walking the doors as they open up. But that's definitely owning the gym and kind of customizing it to my mindset and my way of things is something I definitely want in my future.
Right. Wow. Well, because I mean, I lift, but I lift just to, like, stay fit, kind of. I don't lift heavy or anything. I just lift like light. Because I'm about like 6'1.5", like 215, 210.
Gotcha.
So I mean, I could put up good weight, but I'm not too serious about it. But there's like other lifters in the weight or in the gym, and they're there for like 3-4 hours, just investing all their time into there. I'm like, wow, that's kind of cool, but I don't know how they do it. So it's like you have to be mentally strong, not only physically strong.
You do, and you gotta have it. It really boils down to, like the question you asked me earlier, what's driving you, what's getting you in there. So if vanity's not going to do it for everybody. Getting strong is not going to do it for everybody. But I mean, being healthy for your kids might do it for somebody. Like, you got to find a very, very strong why behind everything you're doing, and that's going to keep that energy behind you to continue to do it. Because I mean, we all know obstacles in life happen, and if that energy source behind pushing you to do what you want to do isn't strong enough, you're going to quit every time. And most people have done it. You'll start doing something that you want to do. The next thing you know, one obstacle comes and you quit. That's because your reason wasn't strong enough. So I think it's like you got to be honest with yourself. Do I really want to be this huge, strong guy? And the answer is no. Then you got to find another why and reason to be consistent in the gym. Like,
Right.
it's that's really what it's about. Just your whys with everything. That's what it's about.
Right. Now, about your merch, where can your fans and viewers find your merch at? Has anything came out, or is it just like?
Not right now. It's just kind of through Instagram messaging and stuff like that. We're getting all that going and up and running now. It's been a struggle getting everybody together on the same page. Just like I say, COVID's really kind of messed with people a lot mentally, I think. So it's just a weird time.
Right.
But we're gonna get that all going really soon here.
Nice. Now, I always ask my people I interview. I only interviewed maybe a handful of people. But what's your viewpoint on police brutality and from the Black community?
Oof. So what's my take on it?
Yeah. What do you think about the whole excessive force and the George Floyd incident, Breonna Taylor incident?
Honestly, I mean, without just getting into the specifics of it, I just think that, man, just there's a lot of cruel people that are really messed up in their head, and I just kind of think that's the world that we live in. And I mean, of course, it's all obviously wrong, like that's
Right.
a given, but it's a lot of ignorance, a lot of hate, just a lot of unnecessary just turmoil and misery is passed on through this world, in many things, not just that. And so I just really think it's unfortunate, man. It's pointless, and that's what makes it even sadder is that it doesn't have to happen. It doesn't have to be like that, and it's a choice that it is like that. So it's frustrating on a very, very high level. It's frustrating in my mind. But I mean, what can we do, and what
Exactly.
to fix
Right.
it is the question. So
Right.
I try to keep my mind in a solution state, because if you kind of that's a very strong trigger, and it creates
Right.
a very strong emotion within us, especially African Americans. But
Absolutely
I
right.
try not to let that happen, and just even if I'm not probably not going to be the person to fix it, but I like keeping my mind in that state, because it just I can't see it change anytime soon. I hope I'm wrong. I really hope I'm
Yeah.
wrong.
Right. Um, James, you're a very inspirational dude, and very positive. And you're level-headed, and you're very, very humbled. I don't know you personally, but I feel like just from talking to you right now and watching your videos, you're very humbled, and that goes a long way. Um, if any of these viewers that are gonna watch this in the future, how can they reach you for like any tips, questions, like want them to follow your TikTok, ask you questions there, your Instagram?
Yeah, just on TikTok or Instagram, just shoot me a DM. I always get to them. Eventually, it might take me a couple days sometimes, but I always answer back.
One more thing, because I know this is a problem here that a lot of people may have. Um, what are your tips for losing weight? Not gaining weight, but losing weight.
Mm, losing weight, and that one's so tricky, because, like I said, some people become obese, some people are born obese.
Right.
But I mean, it kind of sounds repetitive, but really, at the end of the day, man, it all boils down to a person's mindset. You have to search for what you want, and you got to go. So just decide that, I'm going to lose weight, and really leave yourself no other option. And then just, try calorie deficit diets. Try,
Right.
not eating after 8 o'clock, and you don't have to do it all at once. If you're eating too much, then just start to eat a little less every single day. Just patience. Patience is also key, because only quick things sell. Only lose 20 pounds in 1 week, 2 weeks. That's all we really see. But that's so far from reality. Like, it takes time, and everybody's on their own timetable. So just remaining patient, and just just discipline, becoming disciplined. Like I said, I'm a big believer in mindset with everything. If you don't have that, you can have every tool, every workout plan, every meal prep company giving you free stuff, and you're not going to lose a pound. So just stay disciplined, stay consistent, and just teach yourself. Just invest in yourself.
One more thing. Do you feel like, because you mentioned about companies and stuff and their products, the products that they give out, do you think it's misleading to those?
Yes.
Like,
Yes. Well,
what's your view on that?
Marketing is meant to create an illusion for us. It's going to show you what you want and trigger the things that you want, your desires internally. So it like I said, they sell quick. The quick way sells, the easy way sells. So that's why you have to do the research to really learn the process, so you can understand what it really takes instead of listening to them tell you what it takes. You have to kind of go through it yourself. Like, that's the only way you know for sure, like, because they're gonna sell you the quick way. And I've tried so many different supplements, man, and I haven't gotten different results off any of them. My results came off discipline and working hard and eating healthy. Like, I didn't get stronger off than the other one, and like I didn't lose more weight off this meal replacement than this meal replacement. Like, they, like I said, they're useful, but no, it's not the answer to your problems for sure.
Absolutely right. Okay. Do you have a word for those who are watching this that are going through something at home, struggles? Because I feel like dealing with stress and anger, a lot of people bottle that up and they don't know how to express that. So like how you're saying about how you sometimes you get stressed and you lift. I feel like that can be a plus for those who are struggling at home or with inner struggles or external struggles.
Well, what I do when my stressors hit is, first I reflect, and I hold myself accountable. Whether it's my fault or not my fault, that's really irrelevant to me. And so then I really I reflect and I process it all. Where I went wrong, what I could have done better. What did I do to put myself in this situation? What can I do better next time to not be in this same situation? And then, as far as the kind of physical feeling that those downtimes bring, I go and I let that out in the gym. The endorphins at the gym releases to my body after the mental process of getting over it. And I'm normally, man, when I walk out the gym, I'm good. Like I'm good at that point. Yo,
can you hear me?
On?
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, my bad. I think my connection went out on you.
Nah, you chilling. That happens to me all the time. I'll be in the middle of interview with the dude, and then just it messes up.
Pop off. Gotcha.
Let me know when you're ready.
All right, yeah, I'm good.
Okay, shoot, what were we talking about? We were talking about we'll go back to I'll cut all this out, by the way, so it doesn't even matter. Your tip, all right, yeah. For those that are here we go. We'll start right now. For those that are dealing with struggles with weight loss, do you have any tips or advice that you can help them reach their goal?
Yeah, just be patient and be disciplined with whatever route they decide to go for weight loss, and just understand that it's a process. It's a process of trial and error. If you're trying something out and you're not losing weight as fast as you want, then you try something new and just keep trying and keep going until you figure something out that works for you. Like, I like calorie deficit. That's a really good one. And like I said, don't try to do it all at once. Slowly work yourself in. If you drink sodas, cut off half the sodas this week and then 75% next week. And then, by about a month or so, try to cut it all out, or just to a very small amount. Like, and over time, you'll kind of just get that faith that you can do it. Because in the beginning, for some people, a lot of people, they can't actually see and believe that they're going to create the transformation that they want to create. But you got to transform your mind before you can transform your body. You got to become that mentally. You have to become that person that you want to be physically before it manifests physically. So just kind of, just like I said, discipline, discipline and mindset, man. That's everything.
Absolutely right. Now that the gyms are closed and because the whole COVID deal, and those like are starting out, or those who have been in the weightlifting industry and like been lifting on their free time for freestyle, is there any workouts in specific that you can tell your viewers that can be helpful?
You saying the calisthenics, that's a really good one. Get your blood pumping and get moving. Push-ups, sit-ups, crunchies. You can get the bands. Those are really good. I really like those. You can create a lot of resistance with those. Like I said, and I'm a big fan, and I've probably said it a few times now. It was just research. There's how to do this on Google, and when you actually invest your time or your money or anything, you value what it is you're doing that much more, and it's easier to be consistent if you're kind of just figuring it out for yourself. I'm a big advocate of that.
Well, James, I think that's it, bro. You hit every point. Especially those viewers that may have questions. You can contact James at his Twitter or Instagram, correct?
Yep. Sure. I have on my TikTok, I have a link to my YouTube, which I'm not on there much, and my Instagram. So You can shoot me a message on Instagram, or I believe my email is on there on my Instagram also, or email.
Okay, and I'm gonna have it all listed and all that for people to contact you and shout you out and follow your page, follow your journey, for success. James, thank you for your time. It's truly an honor for you. Thank you for replying to my comments, to my messages, because I know you're busy and your followers are going up, your page is going up, and you're becoming more successful. I want to say thank you for taking out your time to do this interview.
Oh man, no problem at all, man.
Cool. And whenever you're down in Fresno, we can maybe we can do a live interview.
That'd be cool.
I have one of my buddies named Austin Arola, and he has his like own little brand. It's called Iron Bullies. I'm not sure if you heard of that.
That sounds familiar.
But they have their own clothing line. He has like a bunch of followers, and I can link you up with him too as well. But
definitely. I'm not 100% positive how much longer I'll be doing the heavy hitter thing. Honestly, I kind of want to branch off and do. I got ideas that might not. I'm always with them. Those are my boys, but I'm just kind of venture off. So like I said, man, when doors open, when it's the right ones, I walk through them.
Right. And you want to, you seem self-motivated and you want to progress, and you can even come up with something yourself. Yeah, exactly. But I'm gonna shoot you a link or his contact information, his Instagram and stuff, and he can sponsor you, give you a whole bunch of gear. You can do a bunch of workouts for them, and it's legit. Okay, it'll for sure even get you out there, and then even you can do that, and then you can do your own deal with your own brand as well. You know what I mean? So it'll help you out even becoming even more successful.
Oh yeah, man! I'm always looking to network. I'll definitely hit them up.
Right. But again, thank you, James. You're truly inspiration to me and to those viewers that are going to be watching this, I bet. But I think that's all we got for today.
No problem, man. I appreciate you inviting me on.
Thank you. We'll stay in contact, though.
What's that?
We'll stay in contact.
Oh, yeah, for sure, man. For sure. Do you have, are you on my IG?
What was that?
Are you on my IG?
I don't have your Instagram. What is it?
Oh, okay. It's on my. If you go to my TikTok page, it's on. Just click the little IG thing. It has a direct link to it.
Okay, and I can just follow you from there.
Yep, it's right on there.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna hit you up, and I'm gonna for sure like stay in contact, and we'll do plenty more interviews in the near future.
For sure, man.
All right, for sure, James. Appreciate your time, bro. Thank you.
All right, brother. Take it easy, man.
All right, stay safe.